Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Bright here, back at Fallen London with a third captain. I wanted originally to create a backup, or some way of recovering if we had lost footage, like we did back in Visage. Now, unfortunately, I found out that the only way to get a second file in is to start over completely, or to do this and switch to merciful mode. And briefly we tried that. I'll be honest, it ended up very poorly. It just didn't feel the same to me, and I'm not sure why. Something intangible there. So, what we did was, we started a new legacy, with a brand new captain. And because I wanted to get us back essentially to where we would have started before anyway, I played around a little bit and did a sort of suicide run to get us our fancy little cannons. And because I know you people don't want to be deprived of that wondrous experience, I'm now going to be playing it, while singing, I am the very model of a modern Major General. Go! I am the very model of a modern Major General. I have information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England, and I quote the fights historical, from Marathon to Waterloo and or to categorical. I am very well acquainted too with matters mathematical. I understand equations, both the simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem, I'm teeming with a lot of news. With many cheerful facts about the square of the hypotenuse. I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings animalculous. In short, in matters vegetable, animal, and mineral, I am the very model of a modern Major General. In fact, when I know what is meant by mamelon and ravelin, when I can tell at sight a Mauser rifle from a javelin, when such affairs as sorties and surprises I'm more wary at, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat, when I have learnt what progress has been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery, in short, when I have a smattering of elemental strategy. And you're back. Okay, wasn't that entertaining? I hope it was, at least. It was fun for me, anyway. So, we have the same start we would have had anyway. We're heading towards the funging station for strategic information, and dropping someone off at Venderbight. So, without further ado, let's get going. I am slightly upset that the whole having a backup thing didn't quite work out. I mean, I could switch to merciful mode. It is an option. But, I don't know. There's something about it that feels wrong. Feels like I'm depriving myself of the full Sunless Sea experience. And having the option to go back, I don't know, it feels like it would make things feel safer than they should. It's a personal preference. I mean, I don't blame anyone if they play it on their own for choosing the save mode, or choosing merciful mode so they can save their game. But personally, it just doesn't hit the right buttons for me. And of course we're going to go to Hunter's Keep, and reconnoiter, and spy on the ladies again. I am kind of evil like that. I'm not sure what that says about me. But, regardless, then we present ourselves to the home, and luncheon with Cynthia. Thanks for telling us something terrifying. And the supplies. I do like the supplies. But, yeah. I still debate whether I want to reread the stories every time we get a new captain. Should I do it once and then be done with it, or should I read it for each captain? I should also keep the lights out. It's a debate. It's a debate for what is going to be the most entertaining, and hello. Boom. And boom. Ooh, mushroom wine. In the flaring light, it's Z dark, but the taste is the darkness of autumn. Mushroom wine, an acquired taste perhaps, but once you've acquired it, who'd go back to grapes? Nasty little bubbles of goo grapes. Trying to convince themselves that this was a good choice. I see. Well, I suppose not that it was a good choice. Most of the Londoners didn't have a choice in whether they wanted London to fall or not. It was all the traitor and, Her Enduring Majesty's choice. Oh, what am I fighting? Nothing. Of course I'll bring your friend here, as soon as I find the Mangrove College. First we explore a little bit. Oh. I suspect this is new. You know, really, we'll read the whole things once through per captain. On deck, you can hear the sound that 1,000 bandaged dead make as they shuffle and cough. It's something like the world's most restless concert audience, or the world's most plague-ridden cathedral. Explore Venderbight. Here they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture, until they laugh or cough. One building in 3 seems abandoned. Remnants. In an wide space behind the hollow temple, you happen across a stepped platform of sorts. 4 statues guard it, marked with glyphs all but lost to time and idle vandalism. They look a little like the glyphs that decorate the Echo Bazaar in London, though. At the heart of the platform is a long-filled well shaft, too. You poke about briefly, but something in the place makes you uneasy. A frost moth, the size of a farmer's hand, flutters down to perch on the well's edge. Another, a third. You retreat. Don't know the significance of frost moths, but we'll visit the curator. Ask about the Grand Sanatorium. One hears the name whispered here and there in the arcades of Venderbight. A long, low chuckling. Oh, Silkskin, you don't want to know. The chuckling becomes a cough. We don't die here below, not unless we go to Z. So we needed something else, somewhere to end. And his request. Z Captain Silkskin. Not much left of me. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colors. 7 colors. Pay well. 7 colors? Cosmogone, Irigo, Pelican. Steward has list. Find them here and there, across the wide black Z. And of course we accept. Thank you. This poor flesh thirsts for colors. No more words. It collapses, rustling back onto the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished it a little. The audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the finger of light that reaches across the floor. Outside, the obsequious steward nods. The book? Yes, the book. He hands you a slim, illustrated volume. The curator is old as dust. We will all be grateful if you do it this one last favor. And we got ourselves the Neathbow again. Gather our gossip. And I'm going to check something. Now, I'm fairly certain that let me show you the map. I'm fairly certain this western quadrant, this first block of western areas on the map, I'm pretty sure those are all fixed. So, if I'm right, to the north we should find, besides this bat swarm, Codex and Withern. And we'll find out shortly if I'm right about that or not. Go on. Bats. Having a nice, calm trip along the sea. And the lifebergs. If I thought I could take one out, I probably would try, but those things hit like a, well, like an iceberg. So I'm just not engaging, not dealing with it. Sorry, friend, not dealing with it. Wonder what happens if I go between the censor's arch. Anything? Nope. I just traveled between it, and there's the Codex. And wherein is on our left. But I find the Codex more interesting. I'm wondering if there's any stories there. Because, if I remember right, the first time we came to Codex, there wasn't anything. Codex. Oop. Slight crash. Codex. A desperate cave full of mute exiles and an inexplicable colony of shivering, bad-tempered monkeys. Yeah, we'll compile our poor report. No one will speak. This is a challenge. Silently forthright. The exiles see many come, fewer leave. Some are even willing to communicate, but their gestures are unfamiliar, the meanings unclear. Even when you can understand, there are answers without questions, as useless as a key without a lock. We now have a port report for Codex. Alright, so Codex and wherein are fixed points. Good to know. You don't need the lights. Look, it's plenty bright around here. You're fine. Crew's getting all panicky over nothing. I'm disappointed in all 8 of you. And my surgeon. And wither. And let's get into the harbor. Wither, behind the great arch over the bay, the pale wastes stretch, white and silent as the face of the moon. From here, you might also imagine they were snow. North of the city, the salt pools fizz with unlikely color. And we'll gather intelligence. The citizens of Wither enjoy questions, so much so that they always answer a question with another question. This can make intelligence gathering frustrating. Are you asking for any particular reason? At what time of day? Is that your hat? Might it be 6? It could be 6. Eventually you cobble together enough implication and supposition to compose a report. And we will explore the town. Wither is a quiet, chilly town of grey stone enclosed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly, nor exactly hospitable. They have the irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sights tucked away. A contest of riddles. Fisherfolk, sailors, a shady couple of likely pirates, and is that a drowny down by the water's edge? They sit round a fire at the sea's edge, passing around a bottle of something viscously black. They're wagering on riddles. Will you join them? Oh. Let me see. Ooh, that would be very expensive. But, on the other hand... why not? Seek a real challenge for 10 echoes. Here's a sardonic woman with a pair of matched knives, a silver hoop earring, and a connate accent. She has a real riddle. Pity. The ashes of a fire? She shakes her head slowly. Good try. Not good enough. You've lost 10 echoes, gained 10 fragments, which, I'll take it. Not gonna give these guys any shore leave, though. And that's interesting, I don't have that second location unlocked. Interesting to note. I wonder what's even further north, though. Oh, the edge of the world. Let's bump into the edge. See what happens. Oh. Oh my. The Untersee has no northern shore. Space is forbidden. Time contracts to a single frozen instant. There's only one way north. The Highgate. You huff and fumble your way through darkness. The stokers labor below, as in an old sick dream. Fuel evaporates. Sailors stiffen to statues. Safety? This is not a good place to be, but at least it is a place. The Highgate, the one way north. For a while there, you were somewhere beyond places. Perhaps you've survived. Oh my, we lost half our crew, 5 supplies, and fuel, and gained terror. Wow. Oh my. This must be Void's approach. The air crackles with frosty radiations. To the north, the false stars fail in the darkness. This is the end? Avid horizon. 2 vast winged shapes guard a gate of something like resin, smooth but uneven. It is deep Ghent, the color that remains when all other colors have been eaten. Ice crusts over the crack between its valves. Approach and your breath freezes. Falls tinkling in shards from the air. It would be utterly foolish to touch the thing. A merciless wind blows from everywhere to everywhere. It passes without effort through your bridge coat, your flesh, your lungs. The dock lies empty. Oh my! That's fascinating. Huh. Let's gather intelligence. Such as there is to gather out here where nothing moves. Nothing moves. This stillness is itself of interest to the Admiralty. It is not impossible someone foolish might attempt to open the gate. It is not inconceivable that it might open from the other side. And what then? Oh my. Let's explore along the shoreline. What can be found on this bleak beach? An abandoned expedition. A ragged temp flaps in the freezing wind. Ice-encrusted bones lie tumbled at the flap. Someone came here to be forgotten. I got 3 supplies, an eyeless skull, an empty mirror catch box. Interesting. And an outlandish artifact. Let's look into the stars. Stars float in the mirrored night of the waves. Watch them a while. These are real stars. They burn above the roof of the Neath, beyond the earth, in the spaces of heaven. Even so far away, even now, their eyes are on you. But here in the night under the world, you are safe. Safe. You return to your senses, gasping. Your hands are cold, numb. How long were you watching the stars? I think it best we leave. Don't you? Oh yes, I believe it is most certainly time to leave. Gorgeous, though. Very much so. What's my map look like? Oh! We've created a bit of a problem for ourselves. I like that it lets us do that, though. I would also like it very much if I could move at more than half speed. And oh my... I don't know what that thing below is, but it looks big and nasty, and I don't want to deal with it. Oh my. Apparently that's Mount Nomad. Nope. Not engaging. Nope. I am a tiny, tiny ship moving at half speed. Nope. Nope. I don't know what that did. Oh. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out of there. Yep. Well, this was a quick run for our new captain. Second captain lost. Well, that all could have gone better.